Greetings once again, my fellow gamers. This is the Gamer Guy in a Suit from the Echo Army YouTube channel. And today, I am bringing you, what are we at, like 14 of 30? We're almost halfway there. And I'm bringing you a review of the indie action game Office Battle. Office Battle was brought to us on Steam on December 2nd, 2015, about a week ago, by publisher-developer Blacklime Studios. Blacklime Studios also has a couple of other games on Steam, Botology and Darkness Assault, so you may be familiar with them. This is the third game they've released this year on Steam. This little guy, Office Battle, is available for just $1, and I think there's a DLC you could pick up also for $1, so for a grand total of $2, you can have the entire package of Office Battle. And then the idea behind Office Battle is that there's a huge layoff going on at your office that you work in, and basically it's going to be a free-for-all, and the last man standing is going to get to keep their job. So everybody in your office is going berserk, and they're all going to try and beat you up, and you have to, basically beat them up first. There's, leveling up and skills and, being able to pick up items to use as weapons and armor, and there's a lot more than just basic running and punching, but not a whole lot more, don't get me wrong. This game isn't the deepest game, but it's not trying to be the deepest game. I think that's one of its beauty, or one part of its beauty, is its simplicity. It's very simple. What we've got here is, for $1, you can come home at the end of the day and say, I'd like to blow off some steam. And you can do just that. You go right after your coworkers and just pummel them. And if you get this dollar DLC that's called Brutal, you just add all this blood that really, really does serve as a good release valve for the end of the day, if that's, kind of what you're needing. Now, there is a campaign mode in this game, and the game itself even tells you, look, once you get tired of this campaign mode, if you get a little bored with it, that's fine. We realize that might happen. We have an editor for you. You can go and you can make your own levels. Now, it's not the most expansive level editor, but it is pretty neat. You can make your own office levels and play different level types on there. There is the campaign mode in this game, and there is also a free mode in this game, where you can make your different maps and share different maps, apparently, and then you can run through those maps under different game modes. All in all, I'm thinking for $1, it's just a little Unity game, but it is, to me, worth that dollar. There's not a whole lot of depth here. I mean, this isn't freaking Fallout 4 or anything, but I felt like I got more than my dollar's worth out of it. My biggest issue I've had with it, while the graphics and the sound are both actually pretty decent, the controls. The controls are incredibly wonky at times. And it's a simple scheme. You just use your arrows to move, and I think it has you using Q, W, and E for your punches and kicks, and the space bar to pick up items or to utilize items, something along, or to equip. But it's really a funky setup, and it's not really working for me, so I picked up my Steam controller. Love the Steam controller. Picked that up, and it didn't function any better. In fact, it got a little worse, the controls. So what I did was I dug through, and I found if you actually take like a good 5-10 minutes and remap the entire control system of the game, and I mean make sure none of your keys conflict anywhere at all. So you're going to have to change all your punch and kick buttons, even on the keyboard. Like there's going to be a list of keyboard settings and a list of controller settings. Make sure none of them at all across the whole board crossover. You can't have any of the keyboard settings and controller settings on the same button. It's not going to work out for you. But other than that, once you get through that little bump, then it becomes smooth sailing. Then your controller and your keyboard controls work a lot better, and it's a lot more manageable. Again, for $1, you can't really go wrong. There's a lot of Steam games out there right now that are $1 or less, that even at $1 or less, you're like, wow, I really wish I wouldn't have spent that dollar. This is not one. This one is definitely worth $1. It's even worth $2 with the DLC, in my opinion. It's not going to blow you away, but it's a good 2.5 out of 5 stars. Would be a 3 without the control issue. And it's just fun. It's a fun way to blow off steam at the end of the day. And if you've got a few cards in your account, you can sell them and pick this game up with what you made off those cards. And it would be worth it. You'd like what you got. Take my word for it. This has been the Gamer Guy in a Suit from the Echo Army YouTube channel. Hopefully you subscribe if you like what you see here, or hit the thumbs up. Thanks for stopping by, and as always, happy gaming.